hit share screen. Well, first I gotta take off Facebook there. Share. All right, so my screen all over the place.
Yep.
I get all my things done here. Okay. Thanks for joining us everyone today. I was gonna say every day today. So thanks for joining us today. Debbie and I are gonna whip through this busy day for both of us as always. But of course, this is just to give you a little teaser of some ideas. But remember, reach out to either of us and we'll go more in detail. But we're to continue on with Are You Ready to List Properties? So we're gonna go through this and I'll jump right in. Deb, go ahead.
So when you're talking to your sellers and they're wanting to sell their property, it's going to be up to us as agents to go through it and make sure that they're ready. So as you can see, I picked the one picture that I thought would be good. I'm like, oh, this will be good because this is not a good photo picture, right? So we want to have a nice clean countertop. The dishes are done and put away so that when people are walking through your house, they're not seeing all of your personal items and stuff, which is what you want to be telling the sellers. Okay, make sure your beds are made, your countertops are all cleaned off, even take the shampoo and conditioner and everything off and put it into the cabinets if you want to. Be ready to show and be ready to be have photos done because it presents well. You don't want to have buyers not look at your house because it has too much clutter and it's messy. So be photo ready or be show ready. And you have to remind your clients of that when you're talking to the sellers and be like, okay, we're going active on Friday. So make sure as of Friday morning, when you leave the house, your beds are made and everything's put away because you might have a showing that afternoon. So it's up to us to make sure that the sellers are ready and their houses are ready to show. So what would you say, Tony, if you had a seller who did not comply with that? How would you deal with that if their house was just so messy?
Definitely, we say you have one, first impressions. You have, one time to have a first impression, and it's hard to have those conversations with people sometimes because they, I'll say this in the best way. Sometimes they don't see it because they live that way. So I help agents with things like, well, we have to be more like the market, like a new home. We got to get rid of clutter. I actually have some agents. I don't really push this as much, but you can do it. I have some agents that actually, if this was a total buyer's market and there was a ton of houses on for sale, and we had to do our best, I would tell every seller, you got to get every picture of family or yourself out of the house. And they'll be like, why? I go, because it's hard for people to picture that it's their house with there's every wall and every shelf, there's you staring back at them. Again, in this market, we don't have to be as picky because there's limited inventory, but someday when it flips around, you got to, you might even get to the point where you got to tell people, you got to paint, you got to clean the carpets, you got to do a lot of things to get it ready when that's a big buyer's market. But right now you still got to be, and then it affects you, right, Deb? It affects your professionalism, but you don't have to tell that. It's like, you're going to make me look bad. You can't
Right,
say that.
right.
You're gonna make me look bad. Other people are gonna see my listing, and I didn't have the time to tell you to to do things. And then also I tell agents to, I have agents. If you're going to get a listing, it's going to be a long enough time, and you have that, you could offer. I've had agents that offer cleaning services, and they pay $200, $300, $400, depending upon the size of the house, and will pay a cleaning company to come in and clean the people's homes for them. It's a service for them. You're going to get it back if you got the listing. You're going to make the money invested in them on that. So.
Absolutely perfect. And some of you who watch these videos that have already had sessions with me know that I'm all about the 3D. So decluttering, depersonalizing, and deep cleaning sometimes. And that's how you can address that person who is not so tidy, maybe in their house. Okay, we're going to discuss how we're going to get this ready for showing and use those 3Ds. And if you throw it all into that, as a group, it doesn't seem like you're picking on them. So,
Exactly.
and then when you do get the listing paperwork done and you're working on your description, so many people have such a hard time with the description part, but you just want to point out some factors that make this house stand out. So for instance, I have a few things on there of maybe the mahogany wood flooring, you know, or chiseled stone from Italy. Of course, those are for the finer homes, but you get the idea. If they have a really nice mantle, you want to showcase the mantle and the fireplace. Maybe they have decorative. If they put in countertops or things like that recently, you want to showcase those items and make sure that you're describing those. Be careful with your descriptions though, when you're saying brand new, completely remodeled, totally renovated. You know, it's all about that buyer's perception. So if it has not been ripped down to the studs, it's not really totally renovated or completely remodeled. So just be careful about that. And the good thing with being here at Homestar, you have Carly, and she will watch out for those things for you to keep you safe.
Definitely, definitely. All right, just listed letters. Go ahead, Deb.
Yeah, so number 3 is about the just listed letter or postcards, which will automatically get created for you in your MoxieWorks Impress. They make the postcards already, so all you have to do is utilize them if you want to, or you can make little letters. And this is for the neighborhood, right? Because you want to let everybody in the neighborhood know that the house is going to be up for sale. Or even if you're scheduling an open house and you can send them out ahead of time, you can let all the neighbors know. You can get all of those addresses right off the MLS. If you don't know how to do it, you need to contact me because it's easy peasy and you will be amazed.
Sneak peek.
So we used to have coming soon. Now we don't have coming soon anymore up here in Northeastern Ohio. So what you can do is a sneak peek, and it's exactly that. You are not saying anything about the address or anything like that. You're just, I picked this because this is one of my favorite pictures because I really want to live here someday with that picture of the mountain in the backyard.
Yeah, that's nice.
And you can just put it like that on your post in your social, looking for a cozy room to cuddle up in, or it has spectacular views, or it has plenty of space for entertaining. If you want to find out more, contact me. Simple, easy. Do not say anything about the property address or anything like that. Whet their appetite. That's really kind of all you can do about that, because we do have the coming soon rules in Northeastern Ohio that we have to be careful when we're saying that. Anything you can add about that I missed?
No, that's perfect. And we were talking just in our office about when you have to get things online and making sure everything's under our rules. But there's ways that you can make I was tell agents list something on a Friday and have an open house first Sunday, right then and there before all the traffic comes in. Because if you list something late on Friday, by the time they talk to their client when to list an appointment, and you could have ask 48 hours to show, and then that comes in on Monday. Also, you could cut out some time. You could push people to come through the open house at the same time. So you have your buyers, other buyers, agents, and it's kind of like a group open house. You could have something like that. So there's many avenues to speed up, so without even a sneak peek, without getting it hitting the market and lots of people getting interested right away.
Yeah.
All right. Did I skip a slide or no?
No.
Okay,
this one was just it's just touching on a few things that we haven't touched on in the last couple of weeks. That's all.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, just our upcoming listings. And I just I think you I just put on the email. I think Hesh has got one coming up in June. Is that the one? Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I
have June 1st on there now. Yep.
And there's a July something coming up too. I didn't have that on my email, so I just noticed that. So, and thanks for everybody who attends. I know they're getting lots of people. I know Mike's into the hundreds. I know Hesh gets like over 1,000 people. It's crazy.
Wow.
So,
which, you guys, is another reason why they didn't want our little classroom anymore, because they have totally surpassed our thing there with that. So right. they like this, because they can get a lot more people. So
Yeah,
I
when COVID hit with Hash, yeah, I was trying to say you got to go online, you got to do these, and he was hesitant. He's like, I've been doing these for years. And I go in person. I go, no, listen, you're gonna, just while COVID's going on, just get this set up, and he got it all set up, and he didn't want to, so I take credit for that.
yeah. There's also a link down there, you guys, for all the past videos. If you missed something, you can always go to the YouTube channel. We have tons of stuff on there. So May 21st is International Tea Day. So I thought this was a cutie because you and your referrals are my special tea, and you can give them tea bags and stuff. So that was my little gift suggestion there. I thought that was pretty cute. That's International Tea Day on May 21st. And then we also, of course, have Memorial Day. Memorial Day is coming up too. So you can use Memorial Day too for your thing.
Right.
I think I have one more.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
what
I do. And this is another thing that you can also post on there. And this is for our Century 21 agents, just so you can make sure that everybody is aware of where our stats are, according to what the other brokerages stats are. So you can take this. I got this from the brand studio. There's all kinds of stuff in there. Like I said, utilize that stuff. It's already made for you. Just go in there and grab it.
And one thing to our Century 21 Homestar agents, I mean, brand is brand, and everybody could tout different numbers on how you want to splice them up on different things. But if you ever need some talking points, just let me know. Like example, Remax, they tout that they have more per agent productivity, which is 100% true. Per agent, the number of sales per agent, divide that up, they beat everybody out by far. Reason is they have to pay monthly fees. So you better be producing a lot to pay your monthly fees. So other companies compare, we got more agents. Well, Century 21 has been around the globe longer than any other brand. Two, we have by far more physical offices around the globe than any other brand. And we have like over 14,500, close to 15,000 offices around the globe, which is far. I don't even know who's two. I think even Coldwell Banker or something is number two on that. So everybody touts their numbers of and where they want to see where they're best. But if you need those, just reach out to me and talking points compared to everybody else, just to compare. Better or worse, that's a whole different conversation. Someone says, well, we're better because of this, or we're better because of that. I just say we're different because everybody could say, we're better by what numbers. So every good company, every major company like Accenture, Remax, Coldwell Banker, Keller Williams, Berkshire Hathaway, all of us, we all have agents that are very extremely successful. So we're all good in our own ways. And we all have agents that do absolutely nothing. Right. So it's not, the brand helps you, but you still got to run with it. So if you ever need help of what, and we choose as a office, we choose Century 21 all the time. Many years ago, 20 years ago, when I was looking for a brand, I could have picked any of these brands to be. They didn't pick us. I went shopping for a brand, and I thought Century 21 is the best for us. And every year, I'm very happy with that. I decide that, and I know our agents are with us because of that too. So.
Yeah, our brand,
it's me and you too, Deb. So that's true too.
Yeah, but also the brand Century 21 brand also they keep up with the times, and that's what I like. Like they changed our brand. It used to be the gold jackets, and stuff like that. That was our thing. Now they've changed it and made it more modern. They've also updated all of our things that we use for our business, our tools and everything too, with the MoxieWorks and stuff, which is way better than what we had before. The things that we had before weren't bad. There's nothing wrong with them, but they found new products. They liked them better, and they tested them in the market, and they seemed to work good with all the agents, so they brought them on. And so they're continuously trying to make things not better for you guys as agents, and easier to work as much as they possibly can by keeping up with the times and changing as the times go. And that's another thing that I like about Century 21 and why it's been such a huge staple, I think, in the real estate business.
Right. So yeah, just to clarify what this was, I know I'm off tangent a little bit. This is brand awareness that they went out and independent studies every year, and they not just Century 21. This is an independent company that goes out and interviews thousands of people. I don't know how many, and
Yeah.
they list real estate companies, and the people check off, have you heard of this real estate company before? And 77% of people say Century 21. That's why we've been the number one leader in brand awareness by an independent company then in the last 24 years in a row than in number one. And it shows you that. So brand awareness is the most important. You could
Yeah.
have the most agents, the most sales, the most anything, but if more people don't know you, that's the whole point. That's the most important thing. So, all right. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching us, everybody. Remember, get a hold of Debbie and I. We're always happy to help you, put you on our schedule. We're busy every day with helping agents, so we'll definitely make the time if you give us a little time to schedule it. So,
Yeah, for sure.
all right. Thanks, Deb.
All
Have a
right,
good
everybody.
day. All
You
right.
too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oops. I have got to fix this.